What up, what up, what up? Mine and mine, we just in here going rap talk. Y'all gonna get to see us in the office, just doing our thing. And just chilling.
I think this also is a really good depiction of how nasty motherfuckers were before this shit.
So if you caught this shit and you died, you was dirty as fuck. I'm sorry.
I mean, keeping your house clean should be something you're doing on a regular basis anyway.
You should bleach your shit at 24 all the time, 24/7. What up, my nigga Earl?
I mean, if your mama didn't teach you how to wash your ass, clean your house, that's on you.
Nigga, you grew up.
But again, if you're a grown motherfucker and you know you are not feeling right, I'm talking about, okay, I got a fever. Why am I gonna come around you if I got a fucking fever? At the time of you having a fever, you opened up your pores. Your pores opened it. It's susceptible to all kind of bacteria and disease.
Because the nigga want to smoke that blunt you got?
Well, and I think at first...
I'm dumb.
That's the dumb shit, yeah.
I think that in the beginning, then, yeah, I would have agreed that we could have been able to keep this under control if people had that mindset, but I think we're too far gone now. I think it's just when you...
I don't know if we're too far gone.
Up by the day.
I don't know if we're too far gone.
Are the people that are dying by the day is scary.
No, the people that's dying is normal. Let me tell you this. In 2018, did they tell you how many people died from the common cold, influenza, flu? Was they making a broadcast of that? And right now, those numbers, if this is a pandemic with the numbers we have, then the pandemic's been happening. And we never reported.
Facts.
I think that this started in November.
No, this shit's been going on. They're just highlighting it in November.
Before then, but nobody's been paying attention. I got people talking about, oh, this shit just happened 3 weeks ago. No, it's been in the news. They've been reporting this for months.
Real talk.
Go
This
Google
shit started in October.
What's that?
If you want to know the realness about it, they was on alert in October.
No, the LA Times. Go Google the LA Times cover. You will see it right there on the side of Kobe's face.
They didn't have a way of absolutely.
You're right. That was the end of January. That was the end of January. There's a little right next to the big thing. There's a little article about COVID-19 that weekend. But there were those of us who were paying attention to the news before that. And like you said, they were on alert in October. I think I found out about it in November. And you know what I mean? It just we watched as it was like watching the fucking Titanic.
So let me say this to you. We're talking about a virus. I know about the October startup. You know about the November startup. Well, guess what? There was a startup before that. You understand what I'm saying? It began somewhere, and that was not one person or one thing that began it. And you're talking about people who have traveled to the infected area, visiting, having a happy holiday, bringing that bullshit to their prospective places.
Stop traveling out of the country and you niggas ain't getting no bag.
And you're not doing the proper thing you need to do when you travel through atmosphere.
Stop fucking with the
traveling through atmosphere. Yo, y'all need to study some of that NASA shit. Cause see how they gotta go in space and how they gotta wear that shit? It's the same thing when you cross state lines. That's why you have state lines. Because there's different atmospheres on those line bases. So it's a lot that you deal with when you gotta look at this stuff. But as far as them hyping this up and everybody buying into the hype, that's what's going on.
Well, I say I don't really care about this shit. This shit really just motivated me to be more creative and figuring out ways to strategize and get this motherfucking business popping. You feel me? That's how I use that. I use it as motivation.
Well, I mean,
other these niggas be scared all you fucking want to.
I ain't got. Everybody asks me why I ain't scared. Cause shit, if it's that dangerous, my brother, people will be laid out on the streets right now. As you go down Methadone Mile, everyone would be dead.
Let's keep it buck. Let's keep it buck. By the numbers that they show on the news, my nigga, all y'all got it. You just don't
Everybody
know.
got it.
You just don't know.
Everybody walking around Corona. Corona!
It stays dormant. So you can be sitting in your house now and have it and not know because you're just not sick. Period. So, that shit been here since January. You know how many motherfuckers flew in and out? My sister went out of the country twice. Between then and March.
And I secretly move around. But I don't get sick.
I move around, but I don't.
Yeah, I get sick. No, I get sick. I really, I do it. I get sick.
Space issue. If you get too close, we got issues. What you gotta say, Earl? Videos, we gotta do that after, my nigga.
Do you have tissues over there? Thank you.
Hey,
I am not sick, it's allergies, so.
What up?
Get in the shot, man.
By allergies.
Get in the
One
shot.
shot.
Get in the shot.
I've been in the shot.
I need to get over in the shot. Right.
There you go. Right here.
Okay.
Hey, folks.
That's where you gonna be at? Okay, wait a minute.
What up?
I gotta do something right quick. Yeah, you know.
I love this commercial.
My
name's Daryl.
Try to do some more fancy stuff. You know what I'm saying. You know how I be. Always trying to advance.
Amen.
Standing still is not an option. But nah, but for real, this is more like if they keep y'all divided, it's easy to conquer y'all. They got you paying attention to the money that they talk about stimulus. Nigga, I can make $1,200 in a motherfucking day sitting on my ass at home with a phone call. You understand what I'm saying? Come on now. Your government think your time that they taking away from you with this bullshit is only worth $1,200. Your kid's only worth $500. And you're not, especially if you're not essential.
I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I need this shit to go away so I get a haircut.
You don't know no barbers?
Hell nah. Not nobody I would let touch my hair. I'm talking. You gotta be a Spanish barber. I only let the Spanish people cut my hair. For some reason, every time I go to
Passport Pudge.
I'm sorry to say, but every time I go into a black barber shop, for some reason, they try to push my hair line back.
Barbertime?
Yeah, you a barber. What you talking about? Y'all
Oh, he was cool. He
How
was
come?
cool. Homie who cut my shit. That's the only black person who cut my shit good, bro.
Ian.
Yup. That's it. Other than that, some niggas be fucking up, my nigga.
Yeah, we got a whole slew full of barber.
Why y'all be trying to push a nigga hairline back? Don't be mad because I still got.
Oh, he already went to Barbertime. He's just saying they ain't open right now. They can't cut here because they're not essential. How is it?
Can you please come to my house?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got a question. How is it a barbershop not an essential but a liquor store is?
Facts, girl.
I mean, if I look good and feel good, I'm gonna feel good all the way through. That's the type of shit. See, I'm not a spiritual type person. I know what touches me is what moves me. So therefore, I don't mind the touch. You know what I'm saying? And again, when I was talking about the 6 feet shit, nigga, it's up to the person who has been stricken by this issue. Like I said, your mama always taught you, if you don't feel well, you're not gonna be around the other kids.
Facts. Don't spread the damn.
At least my mama did that shit. I don't know what your mama did. My mama said, if you don't feel good, you're not gonna be around these other kids. Okay, as an adult, if I don't feel good, I can't be around you grown motherfuckers right now. And I will let you know. Even you bugs, when you wasn't feeling good, you was like, yo, I can't smoke your blizz because you know I got
told y'all like my throat hurt, so I wanna.
You know what I'm saying? Boom! That's honesty we need to keep with each other. You feel me? That's the grown shit. But see, they done dumbed down America with lack of education and lack of understanding and common sense. You know, that shit's gone. We fall for anything. We're so gullible. We gullible. But that's my political side. That's my Angela Davis, you know, Malcolm X.
I'm just thinking smaller. I'm like more, you know, not just even community, but like your block. Like we used to care about your neighbor. You used to check on, you know, Mr. Johnson 2 doors down to make sure he was straight.
We don't know anybody.
You don't even know anybody.
Well,
Everybody
wait.
is already in the house.
I got good neighbors. See, my neighbor, he lives right here in Brighton, and I got another neighbor. She lives in Brockton. So that's the only motherfuckers I worry about.
And that's because of what we've been through culturally and that's where a lot of people's mindset is, and it's not. There's nothing you can say about it. There's a lot of reason. There's a lot of reason behind that, but some of us feel different, and I don't have an issue going down the street and helping people that wouldn't even think twice about helping me, because you know what? So that's somebody's grandmother, grandfather, and I would feel horrible. Like, my grandmother is on the Cape, and you know, I got to get down there to bring her some stuff, and it's just, she's got a couple of neighbors in our building that check on her, but you would think with all the friends she's got at church that more people would be looking out for her, and I don't find that to be the case.
No, I don't even start talking about no daggone churches.
For real.
I'm not talking. I watch church on Sunday on TV. With a black motherfucker.
I don't want to talk. I don't talk religion.
No, I'm gonna be honest. No, to me, like, okay, I don't know how y'all will take this part in the Bible, but when they talk about the burning bush, and the bush was talking, that means you was high and you was hallucinating, my nigga. So, because I was 15 going to church.
That's when the shit was real good.
I was high all the time. I'm high now watching
That's
church.
because God was walking the planet.
That's when the shit was real
Everything
good.
coming from the ground was real.
I created that shit. He made that shit. He was like, hell
Man
yeah.
put their hand on it and
Christ
fucked it all up.
They said lightning struck the bush and it started to burn. And he started to talk. That's because the nigga was inhaling the smoke and he got high and he started hearing the tree talk to him. Niggas gotta listen to y'all gotta break down between the lines of shit. Straight up. Why you think they hated this so bad? How long marijuana was illegal? But liquor was good, it kills your liver. Cigarettes is good, it kills your lungs.
They made it illegal once they realized that it was keeping people well. You can't make money off of people.
Lies!
They kept it from niggas.
Lies!
Everything. Hemp used to
No,
be in
you know what it
everything
is?
over the
You know what it
counter.
was? You know why they didn't want this shit out? Because it makes us bond and it makes us come together.
They demonized it.
They hate that shit. They hate that shit. Because, nigga, even back in the 70s and 60s, there'll be a room full of blacks, whites, Spanish, Asians smoking weed. And they hated that shit.
This shit make people come together. If you got weed, I got weed, she got weed, and my nigga got rollies. You got that cipher.
It was all for the profit.
That's that chronic virus you choking back to. The good weed.
That good.
It was all for the profit. I'm trying to tell y'all, I was a part of making this shit legal, so I can say what the fuck I want.
Yeah, roll that blunt.
You know what I'm saying?
I will, my nigga. What up, Dante?
So, it was all part of the plan, and it's about money. They saw what kind of money they could really make from it. And it's not a drug. It's an herb. It is a herbal substance.
With over 300 different types of strands that can cure or heal something within your body.
For real.
And these are natural strands because they gotta grow in order to be what they are. And they're not just made what they are.
The only medication I ever took in my life was this. Day to day. If I piss, it might come out green. If I bleed, I might bleed chronic lumps in my shit. Good. If I fart, it might smell like some fucking sour.
Stupid.
Like some
Really?
shit. Like that's how much the weed is in my system, my nigga. Smoking since 9. Hey Margo. Tuning in, how's work? We just dropped you off. Gotta get your money, people. If you are not finding a way to get money or figuring out a way to come up when this shit lift up, you are not doing what the fuck you supposed to be doing. If you're sitting here waiting for this stimulus check to go buy you some weed, thank God the stores is closed because all you females will run and go buy some weed. And then instead of investing that shit into something like an education or starting your own business.
Wow.
Start your own businesses.
That hurt. That hurt, Bugs. That hurt.
Hey, I'm being real. Y'all gotta start
That hurt.
Use your money differently. Use your money. This is what this test. You feel attacked. Oh Lord. I'm just keeping it buck. Nigga, use that money to build you a business.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No,
Most of these dudes would have rented themselves a telly, got themselves a couple of bitches, some blow, some liquor, and then be broke all night.
That's the dumb nigga. I ain't that nigga.
No, I'm the nigga that set the show up. Oh, sorry.
He is buck, nigga.
No, I'm the nigga. Yeah.
I'm the nigga he paid for the strippers and the bitches. And I'm the nigga he paid for the hotel plug.
The connect.
I'm that nigga.
I'm the connect.
Oh, word. I'm connecting them to the fun. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, this is crazy. Been on for a while. Y'all know I'm still working on this thing, but we've been green for a while. And yesterday I've been having a problem with that signal situation. It's good to see the signal working now. I see what I gotta do to make that happen. Sorry, I'm over here working on this program. Got y'all going. Y'all are streaming on YouTube right now. Y'all live.
What up, YouTube?
What's up?
It's your boy Buzzy Streets and your homegirl Vienna Marie.
What up?
BMG in the building. Shout out to my nigga Sinbad. My nigga Quarantine getting that green. You dig?
Mind to mind, we conversating, quarantine conversation. You know what I'm saying? Family love, you know what I'm saying?
If you ain't smoking green and getting green, something wrong with you, man.
So, again, I'm with my family every day and we do 6 feet. But if I'm with motherfuckers that I don't know, take that 6 feet in account.
You better take that.
Matter of fact, when this is all over, keep that 6 feet going on. You know?
When it comes to this shit, yeah.
Keep that 6 feet going on.
Keep that 6 feet, man.
Don't let the government say you are better and cured and you come around me with that bullshit. Cause I know how to see it. When I start backing the fuck up, you should start backing the fuck up.
Margo, wait, listen. You know it, Margo. She said, you know I got a rack on hold for legally as soon as the fucking city open up. So I don't care. Talk about the cooking and health. See? You was in your feelings about that shit, but I told you. That's what you're thinking.
Girl, Walgreens and CVS is open. You can still get them there.
No.
They got some nice breads on the show.
Pre-made. So when y'all think they're gonna open back up? What's your thoughts?
The projected numbers are anywhere from May 4th till 18 months from now, so who the hell knows?
Clark want to do it by the end of this month.
I think that it's oddly selfish for people to put a time limit on this until everybody has, like, for him to say that each individual governor can say when, can be lax on the social distancing thing. It's just, I think it's not a good idea.
It's never going away. You want to know why it's never going away? You want to know why it's never going away? Because...
Chronic cough!
Stupid. The reason why it's never going away is because fucking, everybody got it and they can't test everybody. So even when they ready to let niggas start being socially close again,
wait until they
you don't know who's been tested.
They're gonna use this as a way to test us all so they can get our DNA.
They're about to plant bugs in your arms and track you, little nigga. So the next time it's happening, they're gonna come look for you and put a bullet in your ass.
All right, now we talked about the problem, and they all been talking about the problem. Everybody talking about the problem every day. What's the cure?
You damn right.
Nobody likes what I think.
What's the cure for this? What's the solution? Well, they said they don't have one yet, or now they miraculously came up with some bullshit ass pill that's been around for a while. They knew all that bullshit. Don't fuck with me. But anyway, there is a natural solution to this.
What?
And it's a shame how we go to the pharmacy before we go to our cultural ancestry history of how our parents or parents taught us to take wellness in account as we grow. We don't teach our kids that no more.
Hell no. It's a lot of, from what I heard, it's a lot of you females out there that don't even know how to go squam.
Well, the problem is when the internet, I was what?
What up, Flex?
16, 17 when the internet first became really popular, America Online. And like we've got a whole generation of kids that don't know how to do the basics in life because we've got devices raising them. So when you have a device for your child, you have your child directing themselves. And while that might be good creatively for them, if there's no direction, then they're just learning whatever happens to come up on there or reading whatever happens to come up on their device.
That's why it's important for you to interact with the being
but
that
a lot
you brought
of people
in.
don't. They just give them the device. The device raises the child.
See, that's the part that, see, this is what I'm saying. That's where I was going with this is one, education is the key to curing this.
Yep.
One. Because if we begin to stop one, a number of things can happen. We'll cure a lot of shit if we do this. Really take into account the seed that we brought in the world and educate that seed. Focus on that seed. Fucking focusing on that next nigga or the dick or the whatever the fuck you're focusing on, because your life has been given once you gave life. So everything you do is you doing it for them. It's like right now, everything I'm doing right now is to lay the bricks in the foundation of mortar for my family when I walk off this earth, when I go back to the essence.
Right.
Ain't nothing for me right now. I did my life. I had my fun. You know what I'm saying? I probably had Corona 5 done different times in my lifetime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I know the severity and the seriousness is not what they're making it out to be. It's only that way because of the lack of education that they're given and the lack of education that we, each one, teach one, don't do. You feel me? We trust the words of somebody who has this lambskin, who learned someone else's lessons and expounded on their lessons to make their lessons their profession. That happens without lambskin. That happens without an institution or education. It happens with an individual being touched by another individual. Whether we put a price tag on that and call it whatever we want to call it, that is what it is. But at the end of the fucking day, if we begin to educate our children, because fuck you adults should know this automatically, how to take care of yourself.
Well, we can't say fuck the adults because we got a whole group of adults who basically raise themselves because their parents were on drugs. You know
This is
what I
true.
mean?
You got the crack. Crack babies are grown now.
And I agree with you because we're all at that stage where we're all grown now. This is why I have no connection with, my family personally, because that's just, you figure 4 out of 4 kids, one of them wasn't, one of them was never addicted to drugs. One of them is recovering from drugs, and the other 2 are, always battling it. And it's just constantly a reminder, and then it gets passed down to the children. You know what I mean? So who's watching the kids, or who's in foster care, or who's, you know what I mean? Like, people don't understand that this impacts. Like, I had heard people complaining about how the homeless were getting tested, and I'm like, they're out on the street. They're the ones that can pass us the most. They're the ones in and out of liquor stores the most, in and out of the convenience stores the most, the Family Dollars, the Dollar Trees, because that's where they can afford to shop. Like, where do you think they absolutely test the people that have nothing, because they're the ones that are out there on the street. You know what I mean? Like, they're the ones that are gonna get sick first and need it. Just people, I feel like, are wrong and upset about the wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even let my kids go to the store with me. They don't. What is the point of them getting into the car and coming to the store with me? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I see people out, and I get it if you're a single parent and you got to take your kid out. Take precautions. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? I know how difficult it was to have small children and take them out to the store. I used to hate it. You know what I mean?
I mean, if we begin to, believe in one another, which was back in the day we called that a tribe. We believe within our tribe that we share proper information, we honor each other, respect each other, and begin to educate each other through that process. Outside entities, information and stuff can be looked at in a different eye. And that's one of the reasons it's not one thing that caused this problem. It's a multitude of things that cause this problem. For them to be able to play with your mind, your head, and keep you in a state of urgency.
Look how quick they got you to sit in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Some other shit. Dead ass. So, you don't know what it could be, bro. Dead ass.
All I know is that the schools aren't open, and if the schools aren't open, I'm not taking my kids out the house.
My kids ain't worried about coming out the house. I be like, y'all wanna go outside, take a ride in the car? For what? My kids is cool with quarantine.
I don't know. I take my son goes with me. He's my left and my right. I can't move without him. So, but I teach him and educate him along the way.
These food pantries are straining too. It's been harder because there are people that use the food pantries when they budget, in their monthly expenses and stuff.
They just can afford to buy this shit. That's what be pissing me off. Motherfuckers who can afford to go buy this shit. You come in. I mean, I get it. Don't get it wrong. There's two sides to the coin, and the knife is very sharp. But at the end of the day, you're taking away from those who need. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you come support and donate your canned goods or anything you have in your kitchen to the IEWE Foundation. Make sure you contact.
Campaign. It ain't a foundation.
I don't give a rat's ass. Y'all be support and send that shit to Supreme Richardson down gmail.com. You know because we out here feeding it.
Right. So it's up to us to do it for us. But it's the problem is that we've been trained not to trust us. So it's difficult, and we got a lot of people that, whether be black, white, yellow, green, purple, that are bamboozlers. There's snakes in the grass, and they don't want to be honest. They don't want to be loyal. They just want to get what they can get from you, and then move to the next.
That's some vultures. Yeah, I found out.
It's real. And that's how Boston people live, and I don't know how y'all do it. I'm a Bostonian. I mean, when I came back to my city, I'm totally disgusted at, what I left. And I apologize. I really do apologize because, we ran by something called respect, loyalty, and honesty. We ran, even though we were the deepest criminals in the streets. As well as businessmen. I was a businessman too.
I ain't saying shit on that one.
But at the end of the day, we always looked out for our community. Where is that anymore? They use that now. They took that what we used to do and exploited it to a point where it's so watered down and fascist.
They made us turn against each other. Program.
It's crazy.
Music and television.
And that's where it's at. It's in the media. That's why, one of the things that I'm locking down is the media outlet. That's why we're building the network the way we're doing.
Positive influential shit.
Power is in the influencer.
Put your fist up.
If you are a good influencer, this is one of the reasons why you try to get people like these people that's on TV right here to win your T-shirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? oh shoot, that's dope. That's what's her name.
Yeah.
For the people that know you, they're gonna say, oh shoot, that's. For the people who don't know you, they're gonna just say, oh, that's dope. I'm gonna try to find that. Just because she has it on. She has a group of influencers that likes her hairstyle, her makeup, her
That is
wardrobe.
hideous.
The purple.
That's
You're
hideous.
not a fan of purple lipstick.
It's her skin
No,
tone.
just a
It's her
whole-
skin tone. It's her skin tone. They fuck
That
that.
shit
They
is
could-
hard.
She needs to adjust the lighting.
Well, yeah,
That
because
bitch looks scared.
it's that shade of purple, and they already know that. You know what I mean? People of color, they have to
You see
tint
this shit?
the color.
Only
Purple, bro. Bad. They put the right shade of
It's
purple.
lighting,
That's
bro.
lavender.
Chick off the fucking stage. I
It's
need
the
y'all
lighting,
to-
bro.
I want you
Don't
niggas
be
to
like
get
that,
scared.
bro.
I need you niggas to get. Look at this shit.
Wow.
It's
Look
the
at
lighting,
this shit.
bro. It's the
Queen.
lighting. It's the lighting, bro. It's
She
the
look
lighting.
like she's scared. Boo.
It's the lighting. It's the lighting, bro.
That don't look right. No, see now that makeup. See this. I'm gonna go to somebody with the same skin tone. To that makeup.
Right. Well, she know how to do her shit. She's about it.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, she's been on camera her whole life. I'm sure she know how to do
You
a quick
need to
face
stop.
for camera.
They need to get this bitch off.
She probably had somebody
shit's
come over.
hideous.
Amanda probably just like, oh, yeah.
Word, it's hideous. You see that shit? That shit crazy. And why she
She
looking
tried
at?
though.
Why she looking at the screen like that? Like she like.
I know, it's a bad angle. It's bad lighting and a bad angle. You just dogging her.
Hey. Everybody else looks all nice and they're in their pajamas and shit. Like she's fully dressed and look, whoa.
Look like she just threw a light on her ass.
Be real.
Nah.
Look like she got the light.
I'm nice.
Down
I'm very
too
nice.
low.
I'm just honest and very blunt.
Yup, she got the light down.
And
No,
if you
up
like to
too
smoke
high.
weed,
She
you're
got the
just
light
as blunt
up
as
too
I
high,
am.
hitting down on her.
She high now
afro's
and we
throwing
seeing all
shade.
that. Yeah, the hair is highlighting the yellow. It just leave the girl alone. Still beautiful.
I didn't say she wasn't beautiful.
Right, no, the
I
makeup
just
is
said-
the way
I
the
just
lighting
said
is
what
is
she
throwing her
chose.
makeup off.
I
Because
Bad.
I know,
can't
I've
even
seen
believe-
her in other
I can't
looks.
even believe that we're talking about this.
Why not? I'm talking all types of shit. You don't give a fuck.
I don't even talk about this with
Mine's
my
mine.
girl.
What up, Liz?
She don't want to talk about Baby's makeup.
No, she need her shit worked on. Straight up. Fuck all that. Like, if you're gonna be on a fucking camera in front of millions of people, you should have looked in the mirror. Did they put your
I
makeup on in
agree,
the
she
dark?
tried. They
And
look
she-
like the
and
Spice
she
Girls right
quarantined.
now. If you look
Yeah,
at
that's
them
what it
all
look like.
together, they look like the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's motherfucking scary Spice.
Shit. Don't do it, fuck. Don't do it.
That's Scary Spice, Chunky Spice, Asian Spice. Cheetah Girl Spice.
Right,
Oh,
right.
sister, and just Twin Spice.
Is she the new co-host, Amanda?
Guess so.
Or is
Guess
she just
so.
guessing?
Yeah, guess so. Four of them
I wish
Host,
they'd
host,
add her.
host.
Yeah, I wish they'd add her permanently. She's good.
That's Jeezy's wife, soon to be wife.
Oh yeah. I like Tamar only because she's a total brat and she just always in her feelings about something and it's hilarious.
Tamar has got issues. She got Braxton issues.
Yeah.
She's a fucking Braxton. Them motherfuckers, man. Their whole family. And got some funny ass cheekbone, which is like, oh, yeah.
Tony got all the sense.
Tony got all the sense and looks.
Oh no, all them girls are pretty.
And voice. I'm sorry.
Tamar can sing her ass off.
Tamar, okay.
They all can sing.
She sounds
I love
like
when they sing together. The stuff they used to do. I mean,
I can't
I'm
believe
old.
it.
I've been
The
listening to
one in the
babies
middle was
forever.
an engineer. Yeah,
Mhm.
that chick was an engineer.
And she was a cheetah girl.
Yeah, man.
The different looks alike.